The Skills Ontario competition, easily the biggest skilled trades event here in Canada. So, let's talk about it. The Skills Ontario competition is a 3-day event held here in Toronto, Ontario. It brings together students from all across the province who are the best in their field and allows them an opportunity to showcase their skills in front of their parents, educators, guidance counselors, their fellow students, and potential employers. Students who are successful after this 3-day event then have the opportunity to move on to nationals. And if they're successful at nationals, then they can move on to the world skills stage, showing off their abilities. This competition is fantastic for several reasons. It allows these young people that are participating have the opportunity to win scholarships, bursaries, prizes, and most importantly, meet future employers and be submitted some job opportunities. Another great thing about this competition is it allows students from all across the province to meet the Ontario Youth Apprenticeship Board, Skilled Trades Ontario, the Ministry of Labour. They get to see other students participating in these events. They get to learn about trades. There are so many vendors. There were well over 100 vendors in attendance, showcasing either tools or new products that are being developed. They're educating about the trades. We had countless colleges and universities on site discussing some of their programs, some of the opportunities that are out there in the skilled trades. We had all the major unions out there representing, from LIUNA to CLAC to Plumbing Local, IBEW, the list goes on and on and on. And like I said from the top, it was a 3-day event, but I participated this year as a Marshal. I volunteered to come out to the event so I could learn a little bit more about the inner workings of putting on an event like this. And I gotta tell you, it was a bit overwhelming from my side of things participating for the first time. There was about 5 to 6 days of setup prior to the event even starting. And we took the Toronto Congress Centre, which is about 500,000 square feet, from an empty shell, and in those few days, turned it into something remarkable. Why don't you take a look?
Dance, dance, we're falling apart to have time. Dance, dance, these are the lives you love to lead. Dance, this is the way they love. If they knew how misery loved me. You always.
If you've never been to a Skills Ontario event, I strongly urge that you make it out to next year's and take a look for yourself. It is a phenomenal event. If there's any wonder why we are absolutely crushing it here in promoting the skilled trades in this province, this is one of the great indicators as to why. This was such a well-ran event, and there was so many positives taken away from this event. And I got to give a shout out to Jennifer Green of Skills Ontario, who was the lead on this entire thing. It was so well organized, so well executed. She's been doing this for many years and she has it down to a T. It's just absolutely phenomenal. We had volunteers all working together who had never met each other in the past, and we were put together in teams, and in that little window, that 4, 5, 6 day window where we were doing all our prep and all our setup, we became best friends. And that starts from the top. That starts at the leadership at that event. It was the culture that was put into place. It shined through to every one of us, and then we were able to pass on that energy, that excitement to anybody that walked into that building. So hats off, Jennifer Green, absolutely phenomenal. And I need to stress this. Over 40,000 students attended this competition. 40,000, that's absolutely insane to me. I could not believe how many young people came through there, were so excited to learn a bit more about the skilled trades, and walked away with a smile on their face. So, rather than me standing here flapping my lips the entire time and listening to my monotone voice, why don't you check out a slideshow of all these photos that I took at the event? As you can see, it was an absolutely remarkable turnout. But my major takeaway here is we're doing it right, and we're doing it better than anybody else in Canada and in the US. Skills Ontario has set the bar when it comes to promoting the skilled trades. We have countless trades organizations out there that are doing absolutely remarkable work, promoting how lucrative these careers are, the places that you can go, the people that you can meet, and anything that you can accomplish as a tradesperson. We're breaking the stigmas, we're breaking the stereotypes. We're putting cold hard facts out there. And young people, parents and educators, guidance counselors are listening. They are the blueprint on how you excite young people to get involved in the skilled trades because of trade shows just like this. Anyhow, I had a complete blast, as you can tell. I learned so much about trade shows as a whole, the organization, the execution, the presentation. I am so thankful that I got involved. And again, if you are curious about volunteering at one of these events, you should definitely check it out next year when the opportunity comes up again to be a Marshal. It was one of the most enjoyable parts of my year, for that, without a doubt. And one of my favorite parts about being a Marshal is this. You get to walk away with one of these rad skilled trade shirts. And everyone knows how much I love my skilled trade shirts. Pretty damn good color, I'd say. Anyhow, I want to thank Skills Ontario for allowing me the opportunity to participate as a Marshal this year at the Skills Competition. I'm so grateful. I had such a fun experience. It taught me so many things about the art of promoting the skilled trades. I know for a fact hundreds of kids walked away knowing much more about the skilled trades after this event. And to me, that is the win right there. And if you would like to know more information about the skilled trades, you should check out Skills Ontario's website. And if you've never checked out Skills Ontario, they also have an app, a handy pocket app that you throw on your phone. It teaches you so much about the skilled trades. As a parent out there watching this video, or an educator that would like to know a little bit more about the skilled trades, that app is definitely a point of interest for you. Thank you for tuning in and listening to my review of the Skills Ontario competition. Again, remarkable event, great times, so many memories. Keep an eye out for a future video of mine. I went to a LIUNA training education day a few weeks ago, and I'm going to be posting a review about that as well. But until the next time, friends, start hungry, stay handy, we'll catch you in the next one.